Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. The 5 times XP is active again for a total of 5 days, and we can rack up our XP. Like you see on the screen right now, 3.3 million in about a minute to 2 minutes, depending how fast you do this. So let's dive right in and let's go over the best way to farm XP on the 5 times XP event. And if we want a little bit more information about the 5 times XP, you're gonna open up your map, you're gonna go to Crossroads or the right tab, whatever season it is. You're gonna open it up and go all the way back to event timelines, and you will see the 5 times XP event that will still be going on for 3 days and 20 hours. Whenever we toggle the event details, we open it up, you see that we have a total of 1,000 levels that we have 5 times XP event for. This means whenever you hit a total of 1,000 levels, you will not receive the 5 times XP multiplier. As long as you stay in that 1,000 levels, you will get XP for everything that you do that is character XP. So it's not DZ XP, it's not proficiency XP, and it's not your shepherd rank XP. This is all towards the XP that we will receive within game. Now, what should we do for the best XP and how can we farm millions per minute? What we want to go for is hunting down bounties. If you open up the map, you want to go to Downtown West and you want to go to this spot right here. So let me zoom in on the map a little bit. Over here between G Street Northwest and F Street Northwest, in between, you want to come to this area. And when you're there, you will see this parking spot, Harrison's Park now, and you will see a bunch of parking spots, or better said, loading docks for these trucks. Walk up to this wall over here, you will see a cache next to it. You can open it up, it's just a reference point, but now hug this wall, look at the wall, open up your map, go to bounties, start one of the bounties that you have, and that bounty will start behind you. Sometimes it starts somewhere else in the map. Just abort your bounty and then try again. 9 of the 10 times it will end up in this place, and then the only thing you have to do is turn around and take out the enemies. With the one-shot build that I'm using, you can fly through this in like a minute to 2 minutes depending on which enemy you're fighting. Because we all know the one-shot builds have one enemy, and those are helmets. And that's pretty much the tactic that you want to do. Go to this wall, hug the wall, start your bounty, turn around, click some heads, and when it's over, collect those millions of XP to then hug the wall again, start your bounty, and turn around and rinse and repeat. For a few tips for you, if you are a new and or a returning player, make sure that you change around your specialization. Because every time that you go up a level, especially now with the 5 times XP event, you will also gain specialization points to use in your specialization tree. So whenever you're already maxed out on a certain specialization, switch over to a different specialization that you still need the spec points for, and every time that you go up a level, you will gain those specialization points and will go a lot faster. Then of course, how can we farm bounties and which one do we want to look out for? Because of course there are a few preferences, as the outcast bounties are probably the ones that you want to look for, as those are the enemies that have the least helmets within their enemy archetype. And don't get me wrong, just like you see in the background, you can still fight some enemies with big helmets on, but still outcast will be the way to go. And how can we get these bounties? If we are in Downtown West, you're gonna hover over and make sure that you take over public executions. Whenever you took over a public execution and you kept both of the civilians alive, you will be guaranteed a bounty. Next to this, of course, on heroic 4 directives, this will net you 518,000 XP. That will go again times 5. So while you're gathering bounties, you will still be racking up tons of XP. Within Downtown West, most of the enemies will be hyenas, and that is kinda the faction that you want to skip when you wanna go for a one-shot build, as that is the faction that has the most helmets in their arsenal, or at least the most lower tier enemies, those rushers, and that will slow you down. So if you're just lucky like me and the Outcast took over one of the control points in Downtown West, make sure to clear a few activities around it. As we can see, this territory control will also be from the Outcast. When we remove this from the map, there is a big chance that we will get one of the public executions back, but then in Outcast control. That's the same for this spot over here on the map, pretty close to the main mission. I will zoom in a little bit. This is at the intersection of 19th Street and G Street. There is, oh, and it popped up. Here we go. This is a timing. We gotta love it. This public execution, just like you see now, it is Outcast, because this public execution is connected to the control point within Constitution Hall. So this will still, because we will be fighting it in Downtown West, give us a bounty within Downtown West, what we can utilize at the spot that we're standing on, and I showed you where to be. And then of course, if you're a little bit newer and or returning player to the game, how to keep a bounty. Whenever you get a bounty, whenever you pick up a bounty from one of the public executions, it will instantly start for you. Whenever you open up the map, go to that bounty, we can go into the options of the bounty and abort it. This will make sure that it will be added to your stack of bounties. The stack of bounties can be a maximum of 25 when you are in session, but the moment that you log off, it will be 16 in any area in the game. So again, make sure to run around, take out some public executions, preferably from the Outcast and not the hyenas. Stack all those bounties up, get that XP racked in, because taking out the public execution also nets you 2.5 million XP. When you get some bounties, go back to the bounty spot, hug the wall, start the bounty, fly through it, and get your millions of XP a minute. And then of course, which builds are we utilizing? You can utilize 3 different builds. I'm utilizing a rifle headshot build, a marksman rifle headshot build, or the gameplay that you just saw, the new and improved headshot build for a pistol. So let me break this build down real quick. We're going for Douglas and Harding for the extra pistol damage and that extra headshot damage, because we're running around with the punch drunk. Then we're going for Walker and Harris. This comes with perfect headhunter. Again, headshot damage, weapon handling as the attributes on there. Then the holster is going to be the Dodge City Gunslinger. This will boost our pistol damage whenever we need it. We start that shot, you hit that shot, the first shot will get boosted by your chest and you can one shot everything. Then going over the 3 new pieces of gear, and this is IA. IA, Imminence Armaments, will give us that 60% pistol damage with the 3-piece active. Also an extra 5% weapon damage and 100% increase threat. You want to go for 3 pieces. You want to put that on your backpack, your gloves and your knee pads. And then of course your backpack, you want to go for vigilance. Everything again rolled to weapon handling and headshot damage, making sure that on your pistol you are above that 150% headshot damage, because this will raise the cap from 800 to 1250. And that's pretty much it. A little bit longer video, as I wanted to give you some tips and tricks. There are a lot of new and returning players, and get your XP in. Rank up to that level 1000, max out your SHD watch, fill up all the squares and get your base stats boosted. And now of course I want to hear your opinion. Are you utilizing this bounty air quote cheese, or are you doing it in a different way? There are so many ways to rack up your XP now in the game, but this is hands down a very quick and easy way to get millions of XP. Thank you for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated about the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.